acting and looking very different. Did the Illuminati finally get their loudest whistleblower and clone him, thus silencing him? This is like two conspiracy theories in one, so here's everything you need to know.
I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower.
What is that exactly? Is that a gang sign? Have you...
Oh, like you don't know what it is.
Wait a minute. Did the industry actually clone Jim Carrey or what? After all these years of him calling out Hollywood's dark side, he vanished like a ghost and then suddenly reappeared right in the middle of the Epstein chaos, looking like a totally different man. His face looks off, his eyes seem to have changed color, and even his voice doesn't sound the same anymore. Now he's suddenly switching up everything he once said about the industry. People have been mentioning his name a lot since this Epstein situation blew up, so the timing of his comeback feels way too perfect. He goes missing for years, then pops up again just to take back his old claims. Something's definitely weird about that. And get this, someone's already dropping receipts, claiming this new Jim Carrey isn't even real. Kanye West's name is getting thrown into the mix too. If you missed the buzz, social media has gone wild with theories that Jim Carrey might have been cloned after a shocking appearance at the 51st Caesar Awards in Paris. Fans can't stop talking about how unrecognizable he looks, like this isn't the same man we grew up watching at all.
Everything that we do, the babies we eat, the food we eat, the wars we fight, the babies we eat.
From his hair color down to the shape of his face, something about Jim Carrey just looks off. It's like someone tried to copy him but couldn't quite get the details right. Every feature feels slightly different, almost as if we're looking at a knockoff version of the real deal. No wonder people are saying the original Jim might have been replaced, and that's the real reason he's been gone for so long. Honestly, if someone told me a few years back about these wild Hollywood clone rumors, I would have laughed it off and moved on. But after those Epstein files came out, exposing things that were once called crazy theories, how can anyone ignore this stuff anymore? It's like everything people whispered about behind closed doors suddenly became real. Even Jim himself warned us about what was happening in the industry, and people labeled him crazy. Then boom, everything he said starts lining up with reality. And right when that truth starts catching up, this new version of Jim conveniently shows up out of nowhere? Let's be honest, that's way too suspicious. The truth is, Hollywood's been trying to keep Jim Carrey quiet ever since he started calling out these so-called Illuminati. We all remember that wild Jimmy Kimmel Live interview where Jim straight up exposed Jimmy on air, saying he was part of it.
By the way, I'll just get out of it. Jim Carrey called me up last week. I talked to him for 5.5 hours. He's like begging me to get a deal with Q. That's it. You're gonna die. If you ate, you're gonna fry. You can't get over that. That's a death sentence.
Jimmy looked nervous as ever, pretending not to know what Jim was talking about, but Jim wasn't backing down for a second. Not long after those bold claims, tragedy struck when Jim Carrey's girlfriend passed away, and people have never stopped questioning the timing of it all. And if you thought that was shocking, wait till you hear what happened at the 2018 BAFTA Awards. When Jim got on that stage to accept his award, he didn't hold back. He went all in with accusations that left the audience frozen. He openly said that many people in that room were involved in disturbing, ritual-style behavior tied to secret Hollywood practices. The media instantly labeled him crazy and painted him as some unstable star. But looking back now, those words hit differently. After everything that's come out with the Epstein files, suddenly Jim doesn't sound so out of his mind anymore. It's almost like he was trying to warn everyone, and no one listened.
So what's happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's
uplifting.
the thing, it's not our world.
None
That's
of this
the
is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
So, why do people even believe these stars are being cloned? The big claim is control. Clones are supposedly easier to manage. No emotions, no rebellion, just obedience. From Jamie Foxx to Gucci Mane to Britney Spears, fans have long whispered that these celebs were swapped out with lookalikes who act slightly off. The list keeps growing, and the patterns keep looking way too similar. This is exactly why so many, including Kanye West himself, think he was almost cloned too. It's said they only go after those who speak out or step out of line. Never a coincidence. Kanye even claimed he nearly became a victim, but he caught on before it was too late. He allegedly exposed the plan before it could happen, putting the spotlight right back on the people trying to silence him. He even shared a disturbing message he got from Harley Pasternak, where Harley allegedly said, "I'm gonna help you in one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but you don't use curse words, and everything that is discussed is based on fact and not some crazy stuff that a dumb friend of yours told you or you saw on a tweet." That message sent chills through people online. It sounded less like concern and more like a warning.
Person okayed it, I would a human. If you were at a very fancy restaurant and they were like a tiny piece of human meat.
No. I think the only way
You wouldn't try a tiny bite?
No.
Really?
Absolutely.
The second part of that alleged message was even darker. It said, "Second option, I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. Playdate just won't be the same." That line had everyone's jaw on the floor. He literally threatened to send Kanye back to a mental hospital again. And here's the thing, that wasn't just talk. Back in 2016, Kanye was actually taken in for a psych evaluation without his consent. And guess whose house that situation allegedly traced back to? Harley Pasternak's, the same name that keeps popping up in all these Hollywood control stories. People now think the plan might have been to get Kanye locked up and maybe even replaced, just like what many claim happened to Jim Carrey. But since Kanye went public and exposed those messages, cloning him would have been too risky because the world was already watching. Now, fast forward to everything Jim Carrey revealed about the industry. It's all bubbling up again since these cloning rumors started spreading. Folks online have been piecing together clips, interviews, and hidden references trying to connect Jim's old warnings to what's happening now. And let me tell you, the evidence people are pulling up is wild. One of the most chilling pieces floating around is that viral video of missing model Gabriella Rico. It left viewers absolutely speechless. In that shocking video, model Gabriella Rico was speaking in Spanish, but once it was translated to English, people were horrified by what she said. She was visibly terrified, crying and rambling about witnessing something truly disturbing at a high-profile Hollywood party. According to her, she saw celebrities doing unspeakable things right before her eyes. The panic in her voice was real. You could tell she was desperate to get away.
Armstrong guy. Have you seen him on the talk shows?
Neil Armstrong, you mean the first man to walk on the moon?
Talk about a fish story.
Yeah.
Man, and they're buying it.
Oh, yeah.
From the footage, it looked like she escaped the event and ran out into the streets begging for help, but nobody believed her. She kept trying to explain what she saw, yet everyone just brushed her off like she was delusional. Then, right after the video started spreading online, she vanished without a trace. The clip surfaced in 2009, and to this day, she's still missing. And as if that wasn't eerie enough, another video later surfaced of author Barbara Marx making what sounded like a shocking confession about the same kind of behavior. Her team quickly jumped in, saying it was just a slip-up, but people weren't buying it. The timing, the tone, everything about it felt way too suspicious. But seriously, you need to watch that clip yourself and decide. Does that sound like a simple slip-up to you? Because to most people, it didn't sound accidental at all. It sounded like someone said a little too much and tried to clean it up after realizing what they just revealed. Then there's actress Roseanne Barr, who straight up called out big-name celebrities for being part of those same disturbing ritual rumors. She didn't hold back. She said it loud and clear, pointing fingers at people everyone knows. When you start adding up all these separate claims from different voices, it's hard to keep pretending nothing's going on.
People now think that Jim Carrey has been replaced with a clone after seeing this interview.
My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
The face you're wearing right now?
What do you mean by that?
Now, that's just one clip from this 2-minute interview, but I will say, when you watch it with the idea of he's been replaced, there are moments in it where you're like, what do you mean by that?
I'm dead.
And let's be real, after the dark truths exposed about Epstein Highland, how can anyone say all of this is just made-up nonsense? There's no way everyone is telling the same lie. Whether folks believe it or not, something strange is happening behind the scenes. And one thing's for sure, something's seriously off with Jim right now. Now here's where things get even crazier. people are starting to notice that ever since the new Jim Carrey showed up, his entire energy has changed. The man who once mocked Hollywood's secret circles and called out fake fame now seems robotic. His interviews feel scripted, his humor feels forced, and that wild spark he used to have, completely gone. Fans are saying he doesn't just look different, he acts like a stranger wearing Jim's skin. And the internet's been digging deep, comparing old clips side by side with his recent appearances. His facial expressions don't match, his voice tone is off, and even his walk looks different. People are flooding social media with theories that the clone was released after Jim got too close to something big, something the industry didn't want the public to know.
Here's the thing, he's in Paris receiving this honorary Caesar Award for basically his entire career and his impact on comedy and film. He's being honored for 50 plus years of his life. You could tell he's emotional, he's talking about his dad, it's sentimental, but we've never seen him like this, or at least I haven't. Anytime I've seen a clip of him, an interview, a movie, he's always like off the wall, this wacky personality. So you see him in this like sedated, calm manner and you're like, that's not Jim Carrey.
Some even believe his sudden reappearance after the Epstein chaos wasn't random at all. It was damage control. The industry allegedly needed a distraction, and what better way than to bring back a version of Jim Carrey who plays by the rules? Whatever's really going on, fans can feel it. This isn't the same man who once laughed in Hollywood's face. Something deeper is going on, and the world can sense it. And now, people are starting to connect the dots between Jim's sudden reappearance and a string of strange Hollywood returns happening at the same time. Think about it. So many big names who vanished from the spotlight for years are suddenly popping back up, looking and acting off. It's not just Jim. Fans are calling it the resurrection era of celebrities, and the timing feels way too perfect to be a coincidence.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is, right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati.
Some online sleuths believe these comebacks are being carefully rolled out to test how much the public notices or how easily people accept what they're shown. Like, if a superstar shows up looking totally different, the media just says they're aging gracefully and everyone moves on. But the ones paying attention are seeing patterns. Same facial stiffness, same blank stares, same eerie calmness. And when people try to ask questions, those clips and posts start disappearing fast. Whole interviews get deleted or re-edited overnight. Why hide something if it's nothing, right? That's what's making people dig even harder. The wildest part, fans swear that even Jim's mannerisms, his grin, his posture, the way he pauses before jokes, don't feel authentic anymore. It's like the real Jim, the man full of soul and chaos, got replaced by a perfectly polished version meant to fit the Hollywood mold again. Something's off, and people can feel it in their gut. What's even more suspicious is how silent the industry has been through all this. Normally, when wild rumors start spreading about a celebrity, PR teams rush to shut it down. But this time, nothing. No official statements, no press conferences, not even a single denial from Jim's reps. That kind of silence only makes people talk louder. It's like the more everyone asks questions, the quieter Hollywood gets, and that silence is screaming. Some fans are convinced that the reason no one's speaking up is because they can't. Maybe they've signed NDAs, or maybe there's something bigger being covered up behind the scenes. Think about it. If Jim was really replaced or controlled, the last thing they would want is someone blowing the whistle publicly. Meanwhile, every time someone tries to bring this up online, posts mysteriously vanish or accounts get flagged. People are literally saying their videos about cloned Jim are being shadow banned. That can't all be coincidence. And here's the kicker. Some insiders claim the original Jim was last seen years ago at a private event, looking worn out and paranoid. After that, he disappeared completely, only for this calm, cold version to walk back into the spotlight. Whatever's happening is giving people chills. Something isn't adding up, and the world wants answers. Fast. Now, here's where things get straight up chilling. People online claim that the new Jim Carrey has been dropping subtle hints in recent interviews, almost like coded messages. They say he keeps repeating strange phrases, using weird hand gestures, and glancing off camera like someone's watching him. Fans swear he's trying to communicate that something's wrong, but he can't say it directly. Every clip feels tense, like he's performing under pressure instead of actually speaking freely.
For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, when they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things, and, you know, and look at him trying to.
And if that wasn't eerie enough, people have noticed that his social media presence doesn't even sound like him anymore. The tone, the captions, the humor, it's way too clean, too corporate. It's like someone else is typing every post, trying to mimic his old personality, but missing that spark. His older fans can feel it instantly. It just doesn't vibe the same. Some even claim that deepfake technology might be involved, suggesting that we're not just seeing a clone, but maybe something even more high-tech. There are side-by-side analyses breaking down jaw lines, eye movements, and even blinking patterns that don't match the real Jim from before. Whether it's cloning, digital manipulation, or something way darker, everyone agrees on one thing. This version of Jim Carrey feels manufactured.
It's got fans wondering, if this could happen to someone as loud and fearless as Jim, who else might already be replaced without the public even realizing it? And just when people thought it couldn't get any more bizarre, new footage surfaced that's sending shockwaves through social media. A fan recorded Jim Carrey leaving a late-night studio taping, and when the camera flash hit his face, his expression glitched. Like his smile froze mid-motion for a split second before snapping back to normal. The clip spread everywhere, and viewers are convinced they just caught a malfunction in real time. Right after the video went viral, it mysteriously disappeared from several platforms, but not before people saved copies. That only made the situation look sketchier. Why take it down so fast if it was just a harmless camera issue?
Snapping is not what great nations do. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is.
Tech experts tried to explain it away as lighting distortion, but others insist it looked way too unnatural. Then came another strange moment. During a red carpet interview, Jim suddenly stopped talking, stared blankly into space, and muttered something about none of this being real. The reporter nervously laughed it off, but fans replayed that clip hundreds of times. Now everyone's asking, was that a slip from the real Jim trying to break through, or was it the replica glitching again? Whatever the case, it's creeping people out. It's like every new sighting just adds another layer to the mystery. And honestly, nobody knows what to believe anymore. Things got even wilder when a supposed insider came forward claiming to have worked on a confidential digital project tied to a major Hollywood name, and everyone's convinced they were talking about Jim Carrey. The anonymous source didn't drop names, but the details matched too perfectly. A famous actor suddenly reappearing after years away with a public image overhaul that involved advanced visual replication. That phrase alone had the internet spiraling. The whistleblower said that high-level tech was being used to preserve certain celebrities in case they became too unpredictable or uncooperative. According to them, Hollywood has access to AI-powered body doubles, using both digital and surgical methods to make the replacements blend in flawlessly. It sounded like pure sci-fi until people started comparing the insider's description to Jim's eerie new look. What's creeping people out the most is how quiet the mainstream media has stayed about it. Not a single outlet has dared to touch this story, even though it's all anyone online can talk about. The silence feels strategic, like someone's working overtime to keep this buried. Now fans are demanding answers. If the industry really has this kind of technology, who's controlling it? And who decides which stars get replaced? Because if Jim Carrey truly was the test run for something bigger, then this isn't just a conspiracy anymore. It's a warning.
And now, people are saying this might be even bigger than just Jim Carrey. Online investigators are suggesting that what's happening could be part of a much larger experiment, something global.
They make a hole in, and they tie string around, and then they put it all around the body, but they're naked. and they got this tattoo on the private with like little piercings.
Okay.
Not like earrings, but like little gold piercings around their private.
Yeah.
And they all dance around with skulls on in the church there.
Okay.
So they have skulls, like the teachers and the staff, they got 20 skulls each.
And how do you know they've got 20 each?
Yes, because I counted.
They're calling it the replacement program. The theory claims that certain celebrities, politicians, and even influencers are being subtly swapped with duplicates to control public opinion and push hidden agendas. Sounds wild, right? But the evidence people are collecting is stacking up fast. For instance, multiple stars have suddenly changed their entire vibe, different voices, body language, and even their political stances. Old interviews showed them fiery and outspoken, but their recent ones, robotic, cautious, and eerily similar to one another. Fans are comparing footage side by side, pointing out how they all blink slower, smile less, and seem disconnected from reality. And guess who's right in the middle of it all again? Jim Carrey. People say his transformation kicked off the chain reaction that made everyone start looking closer at other celebrities too. Some even think he was the first prototype to test how the public would react to seeing a human replacement in plain sight. It's wild to think about, but with all the weird footage, deleted clips, and sudden comebacks happening left and right, can anyone really say it's impossible anymore? Something's definitely happening behind the curtain, and the scary part is, we might be watching it unfold right in front of us. And just when people thought the theories had reached their peak, a strange document started circulating online, allegedly leaked from a private studio connected to several major film companies. The file, titled Continuity Preservation Protocol, supposedly outlined how certain public figures could be digitally maintained for long-term projects, even if they were no longer available to perform. The names were blacked out, but fans swear the initials JC appeared multiple times.
For years, there has been a long-standing conspiracy theory that Hollywood and the elites harvest the blood of young people and transfuse it in order to reverse age. And now the Epstein files might have revealed that that is in fact true.
The document described a process that mixed high-end prosthetics, AI motion tracking, and deep-fake integration to sustain consistent celebrity presence for marketing purposes. It sounded like something straight out of a sci-fi thriller, but too many coincidences matched up with Jim Carrey's sudden unannounced comeback. Right after the leak, accounts sharing the file started getting suspended, and the original post vanished within hours. That just made people dig harder, spreading screenshots, mirrors, and copies everywhere. Every takedown only fueled the rumor that the file hit a little too close to the truth. Fans now think this protocol might explain why so many celebrities return looking frozen in time or acting off. Could the entertainment world really be replacing people just to keep their brands alive forever? Because if that document was even halfway legit, it means the Jim Carrey situation might not just be a mystery, it could be the blueprint for something way bigger.
In this email to Jeffrey Epstein, it says, all you need is a transfusion from the pack and you reverse aging. This is where adrenochrome comes into play. It is a real chemical compound found in the blood when the body is in a fight or flight situation.
After that supposed leak, the situation only got stranger. People began spotting odd symbols connected to Jim Carrey's recent public appearances. Tiny geometric logos on his clothing, weird patterns in the background of his interviews, even subtle flashes in promotional videos. Internet detectives are convinced these aren't coincidences, but hidden signals, codes meant for the people in the know. Some say it's Jim trying to communicate through symbolism. Others think it's the organization behind them leaving their mark. One fan slowed down footage from a recent red carpet event and claimed you could see a triangle emblem glowing faintly on his jacket under camera flashes. It disappeared in the official photos released afterward, which only made things sketchier. Why edit that out if it's nothing? People started linking those shapes to symbols used in secret societies and elite networks, groups that supposedly control celebrity narratives and influence what gets shown to the public. And here's where it gets truly wild. Some claim Jim's new artwork, because he's been painting more lately, contains the same hidden imagery. Fans are torn between thinking he's sending warnings through his art or that the symbols are proof he's completely under control. Either way, the tension keeps building. Every time Jim appears, more strange clues pop up, and everyone's watching closely, waiting for that one slip-up that could finally reveal what's really going on.
The subject is Dr. Agus, a professor of medicine and biomedical engineering at USC, pretty local to Hollywood. He is also the founding director and CEO of the Ellison Medical Institute. You know, the medical institute funded by Larry Ellison, the new owner of TikTok. And he's also hosted a Paramount show with big celebs like Ashton Kutcher and Oprah Winfrey. If you know, you know.
The Jim Carrey we see today feels like a completely different person from the one we grew up with. His whole vibe, his voice, even the way he moves, it's all changed. And if what Kanye said really holds weight, then who knows how many other stars have been swapped out too. Maybe there's actually something to those cloning rumors about Gucci Mane, Britney Spears, or even Ariana Grande, because let's be real, too many coincidences keep stacking up. People online are already saying it out loud. One comment read, "Wow, they've cloned so many. They got Kanye, Jim Carrey, Ariana Grande, Britney Spears." Another fan chimed in, "Jim Carrey was never about facelifts or Botox. That's the first red flag. It's not him. The real Jim was spiritual, aware, and deeply connected to something higher." And that's what's making this all so haunting. His true fans can feel that something's off. Some swear they're seeing a mask, others call it a clone, but everyone agrees it's not the same Jim anymore. Could this be a warning that cloning or body doubles have become part of the entertainment world's darkest secrets? But now it's your turn to speak up. What do you think about Kanye West seemingly confirming the clone rumors? Do you really believe Jim Carrey was replaced? Drop your thoughts down below, hit that like button, share this with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more shocking breakdowns like this. And hey, click right here to check out the next messy deep dive.